Hi, I am shan, speaker 2 from the proposition team in response to topic 2. Parents have the right to determine the genes of their unborn baby. I would like to rebut Weihe's quote about it can create a false sense of security. Prenatal testing has got nothing to do with how the child will be affected by diseases or conditions. Yes, it may reveal the possibility of a problem. Other prenatal tests are diagnostic, which means they can determine with a fair degree of certainty whether a fetus has a specific problem. In the interest of making this more specific determination, the screening test may be followed by a diagnostic test. Also, my team member Singh had already stated prenatal testing refers to the testing for diseases or conditions in a fetus or embryo before a child is born. You said selective abortion can be done if the family agrees for the condition to be severe. Why do you need to be in this situation when parents can choose to undergo genetic modification? Moreover, selective abortions not only kill the fetus, it puts the mother at risk too. Abortion may be a minor operation, but requires a lot of courage for parents to kill a life just because of its minor disability that will be outcast by the society. Knowing their fetus having birth defect is very hard for them to accept. So what makes you think that killing their own child is the way out? If if prenatal testing is expensive, are you saying that bringing out a child suffering from a birth defect or genetic disease is cheaper? This child that has birth defect will socially outcast by people, giving unwanted attention to him or her. Also, the extra attention needed, medical expenses will be a burden to their family members. You mentioned that genetic tests only look for genetic sequence and do not test the severity of a potential problem. The purpose of genetic modification is to put in good genes and remove the bad genes, which is genetic disease. So it doesn't matter whether how severe the problem will be if there is a genetic disease present in the fetus genes. I'm sure the parents will want it to be removed. As Wei Hui said, how can the parents say that they love the child if they said they would have aborted her if they knew she was defective? Firstly, parents don't have to carry out abortion as genetic modification is there to help them to choose what genes their unborn baby will have. Just by choosing the best genes for their unborn child clearly have shown how much the parents love their child and want them to have a good life in future. Many people with genetic disabilities live fruitful, happy lives if quality care is provided. This sentence may be true to a certain extent, however, this may cause a burden to the government. There are so many problems to be taken care by the government, so why not reduce some if we are able to? Therefore, if parents can determine which genes their unborn baby will have, there will not be a strain on the government's expenses on having to have quality care provided. Also, people with disabilities cannot compare to those who are normal. For instance, a person that has Down syndrome compared to another person that is normal and well. There are still some areas that the disability person can't do. Example, interacting with the society. Sometimes we have to think logically instead of emotionally, and it does make sense. Once again, I strongly agree that parents have the rights to determine which genes their unborn baby will have.